Hi, hello, how are you? And it's nice to be with you. And I'm just doing the tarot. Oh, I just said that, they just fell out. Start again. I'm doing the tarot for the business astrology. And last card reading was 6 10s, telling us there was something we needed to end. And most importantly, it was telling us that there was something to end and that we weren't necessarily aware of exactly what it was that we needed to end. So go out and talk to a few people or get some variant perspectives on your life. So let's see what's coming up. We've got Venus going into Capricorn, so that's all about value. It's all about money. It's all about finances. This new moon is all about finances. It's been called the moon of chaos and rebellion. So I think for those of us who have done the work, we're going to be ready for the chaos and we're going to be able to use that to our advantage. For those of us perhaps who are not yet fully aware of what we need to let go of, I think we're going to be shown, and that the showing of that or the exposing of that area that we used to perhaps have faith and trust in, and then we're now being shown this is time for it to go. I think that's going to be the chaos, and we might rebel against that because it is very, very hard to let go of something we've invested in. It's very, very hard to let go of something that's very important to how we see ourselves and how we understand ourselves, but nevertheless, with this new moon, that's exactly what we're going to be shown. It's being triggered by Mars, it's being triggered by Uranus. Uranus is being triggered by the Sun. So all of this is happening at the new moon. So this is definitely telling us that there's going to be things happening that we're not particularly comfortable with. So already what's come out is the King of Coins. And then this was followed by the Five of Pentacles. So we've had the King of Pentacles or the King of Coins followed by the Five of Coins. 5 is a change card. 5 is an unease card. 5 is us not feeling comfortable about something that's happened and changed. The Kings are always a little bit of detachment. So when you get a King followed by the 5, both of them are coins, it's saying that we need to detach ourselves because there's something that's not sitting right. There's something that's causing us a problem, and there's something that needs to change, and we're certainly not feeling comfortable with that. After that, what we've got is the Page of Swords, which is talking about a new way of thinking, but it's at the very beginning of that, and that's partnered with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is quite reflective, and Cups in this instance is about value. And you can see the Page of Swords is in a very different energetic pose to the Page of Cups. So there's something very new, and that's not a surprise given that we've got a new moon. Ace of Coins. So there's a lot of coins coming out. Ace of Coins is new beginning. So a new relationship to money, I suspect. So there's something new that we want to be bringing together. And I've got lots of cards that appear to be flipped. There it is. I'm having a look for it. 9 of Swords. So we've still got this whirling in our head where we don't seem to be able to make sense of our thoughts. And I think, and you can see here, it's a different perspective. Again, you see the whirling? So it's like this cyclic thinking we've got, and we can't seem to make sense of that. And I think that's probably also part of the chaos that this new moon is going to be speaking to. So if we've got this chaotic thought that we can't make sense of, a nice way to do that is to do some what-if thinking. So what if this is true? What are the implications of that? What if this is not true? What are the implications of this? What if I don't act on that? What's the implications of that? What if I do act on that? What's the implications of that? It's scenario planning and having a little look at that and just easing that out. And in many ways it is having a play with it and getting a good sense of really what is the worst that can happen. Because 99% of the time, what is the worst that can happen is nowhere near what we imagine. So I think that's something else for us to be having a really good think of. And all of this worry often gets in the way of starting something new. So, and the worry seems to be about how we're making, see, the worry card is about how we're making our money, or something to do with business and pentacles, perhaps even how we're spending it, or someone else is spending it. And the king is asking us to detach a little bit from that. Take a step back. Easy to say, hard to do. Okay, so it's the Two of Swords. Okay, so there's this thinking. We need to be making a decision. What's interesting about this Two of Swords is there's no blindfold here. Can you see that? That is an act of aggression. That's a fighting mode. That's not even a defense mode. So there's a Two of Swords. So we are really needing to make a decision about something. And it looks like what we need to do is act. We need to take some action forward. And I've spoken about this before. Sometimes when we're faced with really big decisions and they're too hard to make the big decision, break it up and start making small decisions around it, and then you will see that those small decisions will give you clarity about what that big decision should be and how you should be taking that big decision. So let's see what comes out with the Two of Swords. I just want to get some, I want to prepare for the Two of Swords. Five of Cups. Something is no longer fulfilling us. So we've got two fives, we've got two pages, we've got an ace. Pages and aces are about, aces about a major beginning, pages are about the bubbling of an idea, that little something that says something's coming. We've got the Five of Coins, which is about finances, and we've got Five of Cups, which is about value and love. And of course we've got Venus going into Capricorn. So we need to choose. We need to choose what goes, what to go with, what gives us value, because right now we're not happy with so many of the things that we're doing. Okay, and we've got the Seven of Staves and we've got the Ten of Swords. Okay, and the Seven of Staves, remember, sevens are often choice cards. So the Seven of Staves is us going forward, making some choices about our relationships to things on the physical plane. And the Ten of Swords is us really, and what I like about this one, what I like about it is someone is actually throwing away the swords. And it's saying we've had enough. They're tired of something. So the cards are asking us to step back, start making decisions. And remember, I said sometimes it's good to start making small decisions rather than big decisions. So what came up with the Two was the Five of Cups. So start just with one. Choose one thing that we really want to work with, that we really feel good about, that we really want to continue with, and make the decision to go with that. And that will start to ease everything else out. It will start to give you direction. It will start to give you a sense of satisfaction. It will start to give you a sense of where you want to take this. And you'll find it'll make all the other decisions a lot easier because it'll all start to fall into place. Because there's something there that you really want to do. So it's all about that. Okay. Yes. And then there's another decision card. And it's about the Two of Staves. And this is about long-term relationships. And in the 7, he selected 2 staves. So this decision-making that they're making, it is long-term. And it needs to be strategic. And that's why, another reason why I think what I'm going to be asking you to do is just start making small decisions. And those small decisions will start to create the framework or create the path. And underneath the pack, we've got Justice. And Justice is about new beginnings, and it's a little bit of a change card, but it's about things coming into place that are supporting you. And I think that's really quite lovely. Beautiful. Okay, ended there was the message, so I'll end it there. So, we've got 2 5s. We need to make a decision, a considered decision about our relationship to money, our money, how we're handling it, what we're doing with it. And the only way we can do that is to step back from it. We do have an idea about the direction we want to take and what will fulfill us, but it's only the start of it. We want very much to make that new beginning, and I think some of us can see that new beginning, but we're in this whirlwind of thoughts that we can't seem to make sense of, and we're going around and around and around. So what we're being asked to do is make a small decision. Choose one small thing that we like, and go with that. And again, we're being asked to choose something, and it is long term, but start the choice, because we've had enough. And trust your decisions. Because it is time for you to make that decision, and you're being supported to make that decision. And the decision you make, you will be supported energetically in that decision. Okay. Thank goodness. We've got some direction, we've got some insight, and I have complete faith in you to make that decision and go forward. Thank you very much for staying with me. Bye-bye.